Article 21. The public has the right to individual ownership of intellectual or physical property, as well as ownership in association with others. 2. No one shall be deprived of their property without prior notice or cause. Article 21. Everybody is born with freedom of thought and conscience. This includes the right to freely change their beliefs and with liberty either alone or in community with others and in public or private to exhibit known truths in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. Article 22:1. We all have the independence to express a valid point of view in any creative manner. This includes the free will to hold opinions without interference as long as they are deemed sensible and legal, and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media regardless of frontiers. 2. Theoretical, hypothetical, and proven ideas shall have a forum for discussion to evaluate their dangers and values. Any view that is expressed should be based on fact and not be used with the intention to incite any form of evil. 3. Only provable constructive concepts should be taught and promoted as acceptable everywhere. Article 23. 1. We are all free to peacefully assemble and associate unless the intentions are unethical or criminal in nature. 2. No one may be forced into assimilation by any means whatsoever, including physical violence, psychological intimidation, or by negative sociological conditioning to belong to any organization. Article 24:1. Residents can take part in the management of their city by personal input or at a higher level of the social institution, by working under a binding contract which allows for immediate removal and replacement of an employee if they fail to fulfill the requirements of the agreement, which can be attained by application and with proper training, qualifications, and experience. 2. The multitudes shall have equal access to public services anywhere. 3. The basis of authority of government shall be determined by qualification and experience, and the will of the people shall be determined by their say. Their will shall be expressed by individual participation from citizens everywhere and by periodic survey. Analysis of requirements for maintenance and modernization of public works of every city shall be generally and equally considered and shall be sorted by priority of need. All systems shall be kept at optimum capacity with the use of the most advanced procedures and innovations available. Article 25. Members of the public are entitled to Social Security and to the opportunity of the realization of their aspirations through the use of national and international endeavors in accordance with the capabilities of the organizations and the resources available for their personal achievement and social advancement. It is everyone's civil right to pursue their interests, including the arts, and to refine and develop their intellectual capacities through training. These privileges are indispensable in guaranteeing an individual's dignity and to complement the development of a person's character. In this way, everybody would have the tools and knowledge that are necessary to further the aims of this declaration and to acquire the capacity for greater humaneness in society. Article 26. 1. Anyone can choose to do any type of occupation that they are qualified to perform. 2. fair and favorable conditions of work, to have a safe and healthy labor environment, and to protection against unemployment. 2. Every eligible person has equal status for the same job without prejudice. 3. Workers must have just and favorable conditions in order to provide for themselves and their family a dignified and worthwhile existence, and, if necessary, it will be complemented by other means of social assurance. 4. All citizens have guaranteed access to the advantages that our civilization can produce for the protection of themselves and their interests. Article 27. The population has the right to reasonable employment schedules and periodic holidays for rest and leisure. Article 28(1). The populace will have a standard of living that guarantees good health, safety, and security for themselves and for their families, which includes food, clothing, housing, medical care, and essential community services, along with the protection in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or any other complication. 2. Mothers, fathers, and children are entitled to special care and assistance. All youth shall have access to the same benefits of social protection. Article 29. 1. Free education shall be available at all stages. The elementary and fundamental phases of schooling must be compulsory. Technical and professional learning shall be made generally available, and higher instruction will be equally accessible to all, including on the basis of merit, in order to gain access to the best universities. Every person can pursue as many courses in any educational field as they desire. 2. Lessons shall be directed to the full development of the human potential, personality, and to empower students with a respect for humane rights and essential freedoms. It will advance understanding, friendship with all races, forbearance of other faith-based organizations, and can further the activities of our collective efforts for the maintenance of peace. 3. Minors must be guaranteed to be taught with the appropriate social skills that will give them the best opportunity for their success. Article 30. 1. The general public is entitled to freely take part in civil life, to enjoy the arts, and to share in the benefits of its scientific achievements. 2. We each have the justification to the protection of the fair and pertinent claims resulting from any scientific, literary, or artistic production of which we are responsible for. Article 31. People everywhere deserve to live in a society with the full realization of the rights and freedoms that are set forth in this declaration. Article 32(1). Residents everywhere have an obligation to the community where the free and full development of their personal potential is possible. 2. When the townspeople use their civil liberties, they shall be subject to justifiable limitations for the purpose of securing due recognition and respect of others, and must satisfy the ethical requirements, the universal altruism, and the public order of society. 3. The exercising of your privileges must be in accordance to the reasonable intent of these affirmations. Article 33. The aforementioned summary of this declaration will stand against any person, state, faith group, or any other alliance from interpreting it as implying that they can independently justify the execution of any activity or any effective act aimed at their destruction. John Richard Corville.